Hello, Mr. Kelvin. How are you doing, sir?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's good to see you. Did you have a nice day?
I did. How about yourself?
I thank God. All has been good. I'm grateful, and I'm here to have a conversation with my brother, my coworker, the
Yes, sir.
best professor we have.
Awesome. I like that. No.
You do? Yes, sir. So, just like I had made mention to you yesterday during the staff meeting that we are conducting performance appraisals. This is something we do every year, actually, just to measure our progresses, to measure our successes, and also to find out which areas we need to improve and do better. And so we do this with everyone that is an employee or a professor or a worker in this institution. So please, I'd like you to be just be relaxed. This is not to crucify anybody. This is to build you. This is to help you realize yourself better and just be the best you can be. Are you
Yes.
ready for this?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
All right. So I would like to begin by letting you know that as a leadership, we are very happy to have you on board. This past year that you've been with us, we've recorded tremendous success as an institution. I must say that. And because of your input and the input of other people. So we want you to know that we appreciate what you do for our students here and the workload that you're able to carry. We want you to know that we are grateful for everything that you do. One of the things that stands out is the way you manage your time. You're an amazing timekeeper. Every of your coworkers will attest that you are always the first to arrive in school, in this college rather, and you're the last to leave. So that is recommended and it's very commendable. And we want you to know that we have taken notice of that.
Mhm. Thank
And the other item that we took notice is that, of course, you have very highly qualified, you have very enviable credentials that everybody admires. So your coworkers are aware of what you're capable of doing, and they appreciate you for that.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I should let you know.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And of course, as a result of your good behaviors, a lot of your coworkers have also decided to make sure that they are, you know, reporting on time. They're working extra, they're going extra mile, just the way you said that, that type of, situation. So your good works, they have a great impact on your coworkers for that fact. So, and we appreciate you once again, Mr. Kevin.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yes, sir. I also would like to let you know that just like your good behaviors will bring about positive influences,
Mhm.
in the same measure, sometimes not so good behaviors, not so positive attitudes, they also go a long way to influence otherwise. And I'm saying this because in the past days we have had some students write to us,
Mhm.
and they have made mention of a few things that they feel they are not comfortable with. And what stands out, and I've shared that document with you. I want to believe that you have had a look at the document, which validates this conversation.
Yes.
Uh, so we are not just speaking from a point of ignorance, we are speaking from a point of information.
Mhm.
And like you may have noticed, the students are saying that they do not have a robust relationship with their professor who happens to be you. They
Mhm.
say that Professor Kelvin is not as much approachable, especially where academics are concerned.
Mhm.
And for them, that becomes quite an issue. because then you realize that their performance level begins to go down. Their attention to details in terms of your course sessions, you discover that they're not giving as much attention, and then they will not deliver well. They will not perform good in their grades. So, Mr. Kevin, I want to ask you a question. For the past year, have you had any challenges? Is there anything you can point at as a weakness as it relates to what the students have written to us about you?
Yes, well, I have to say that it has been a little challenging for me in the acclimation process. Just graduating from school just a short time ago, about 5 years ago, as a matter of fact. And just acclimating from the book environment to an actual environment interacting with students. It's a process, and sometimes you have to find methods and means to really connect. Sometimes we might think that we are connecting in a good way and that the process is working well, but it takes these type of events to bring to our attention that our efforts may not be reaching those or hitting the target that we may have desired. So I appreciate having this information brought to my attention. It just that's one of the main concerns, is just knowing that I'm as much as we strive to make ourselves available and make sure that the students, we are engaging with the students and approachable. Sometimes with every person, we may not hit the goal. So
Right. Okay. Right. Yes. I like your response to that question, and it might take me to the next point that the students also passed across, and they realized that a huge number of students are getting failed in their classworks and courseworks and exams. The number is bigger than it has been witnessed before. So, I mean, you have any explanation to that?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I feel as though the student earns the grade that they earnestly earn that grade. I don't show any bias toward any student. The tests rather, the exams are graded by an algorithm and a computer software. So I don't actually grade the tests, so to speak, but what effort they put in and the knowledge that they put in is just what generates this particular grade. So I'm not exactly certain where this number has become so large, but it is a concern, and I can see that being a very genuine concern. And so we'll have to find ways to make sure that the students are getting the information, that they're taking full advantage of the tools made available to them, the resources that are being made available to them in their study times, and possibly interacting with other students for study groups to make sure that they're excelling and doing the very best that they can. I am committed to making certain also that these students are excelling in their academic studies.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer. It's a very, very good answer, even though I'm not sure whether you're saying that you are not responsible for these claims or these errors. But I can understand where you're coming from, Mr. Kelvin. In that light, I would like to highlight a couple of things that as an institution we hold very, very, very dear. One of which is we do not tolerate when there is no good relationship between a student and their professor. we are very big with building with our professors, building good relationships with the students, because our relationships determines our performance at the end of the day. The students' performance in class has a lot to do with how they relate with their professor. So, and as an institution, we uphold that very, very close. Our parents, the parents to our students also uphold that very, very dear to their hearts. So we want you to know that as part of our practices and policies in this institution is the fact that student-professor relationship we have to find a way of ensuring that there is a robust relationship between students and the professors. That having been said, I would like to mention here that for every problem, there's always a solution. Do you believe that?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir.
So based off of what we have had to converse about in terms of the complaints on matters relationship, do you think from where you see there could be any type of solution we could bring on board to make things better?
Absolutely. I always remain a very proactive person, and I've got to do whatever is necessary to rebuild a
Right.
healthy relationship with the students and make certain that they understand that I am committed to their success.
Right.
And by whatever means that takes, I will go the extra mile to make sure that those students feel that I am there for them. I definitely
Sounds good.
feel comfortable. Yes.
That's good. I think I like that's a good idea. That is something we can easily map out and how we can incorporate that in our list of solutions to this problem. So as a leadership, we have also come up with a couple of solutions that we feel will be able to bring about the change that we desire, which is building a good relationship between professors and the students. In this case, one of the things we have decided to do, and not just for you, but for the rest of the faculty members, is to hire a trainer that is good. I'll say a relationship guru, professional, who can come around to school at this college and undertake a training, both for the professors, and also they will have some time with the students, because sometimes it's both ways. So the
Yes.
professors will be able to be trained how to relate, and the students will also get the same training on how to relate with their professors in a way that is professional and respectable.
Yes.
The other thing that we've decided we will do is we're going to assign you a senior professor who has been in this college for years. He is likable. Students like him. They love him. We all love him. And he will be able to guide you through. Sometimes you'll be required to go and shadow when he's making his presentations. And I believe you'll be able to learn a thing or two. Ask him questions. He's a likable guy. I'm sure he will be of a great benefit to you. Does it sound good to you?
Absolutely. I appreciate that. I'm always open to personal development and finding other methods and ways that make my job easier.
That sounds good. So we are together gonna go ahead and set some goals. You know, when we have our goals set, then we become very focused to attain the same goals. So from where you see it, I'd like you to suggest something going forward for the next year. What do you think are some of the goals at a personal level you would like to set so you can become a much effective professor in terms of relationship with the students?
As you stated, I think one of the main things that may help me in my being able to relate to the students is maybe spending time with a tenure professor that has more experience interacting and that is successful in, as you stated, one of those likable professors, and just kind of pick their brain and find out better ways to interact with the students.
Sounds good. Yeah. That tallies with what we are planning as well. And I believe that if we can work together as a team, we'll be able to achieve these goals both faster and also effectively. So yes, we will assign you a professor. We are going to conduct trainings in the coming year, and we are going to see to it that the relationship that the students so much need receive from the professor, Mr. Kelvin. And I believe that in the next time we meet here to review, you'll be the most relatable professor to the students. I believe that it can be done, it's doable, and we can do it. That's
Absolutely.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that would be more like our plan of action. Actually, if you ask me, I'll say in the next coming weeks, you'll be hearing from us. We'll be in touch with you from time to time. You'll be getting some memos. So look out for a lot of communication as we guide you further into becoming a better professor that you have been ordained to be.
Absolutely.
It appears we will be bringing this conversation to an end for now, but of course, we're going to have more other meetings. But for the purposes of this review, we will bring it to an end. I have been able to benefit from this conversation. I don't know about you, but just getting to hear you explain yourself and give those ideas and just give those suggestions, it just tells me that you love what you do, you love this community of learners, and we look forward to work with you more. Well, as I said at the beginning, we appreciate your input. You are an amazing professor. You are emulatable. And so we want you to know that we are glad you are part of the team, and we look forward for many, many, many years of working together and laboring to bring the best out of our students. Once again, Mr. Kevin, I want to say thank you very much for your time. See you around.
Yes, thank you. And you have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
God bless.